A diplomatic storm erupted after a controversial speech by UK Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch triggered widespread outrage across Africa and the diaspora. During a public event in London, Badenoch, a British politician of Nigerian descent, declared, "I am not Nigerian. I was born in the UK. I serve the UK and my home is England." She went further to describe Nigeria as a poor, backward country, urging people to stop romanticizing it. The remarks went viral almost instantly, sparking fury across social media from Lagos to Kinshasa. But no reaction proved more impactful than that of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso. Within 24 hours, Traore personally requested a direct, unfiltered call with Badenoch. The conversation, later leaked in full, has since been described as one of the most defining cultural moments in recent African political discourse. In the call, Traore addressed Badenoch not as a politician, but as an African. He recounted her background in Nigeria, where she spent her early years before returning to the UK. "So when you call Nigeria backward," he said, "you insult the very people who held you when you were fragile, the same people who built you." Badenoch attempted to push back, claiming she had no choice in her early upbringing and emphasized her loyalty to Britain. Traore responded, "You chose to erase your roots, and that is worse." Within hours, the audio spread across African media channels and online platforms. The hashtag number Traore spoke Farouz began trending, uniting voices from across West Africa and beyond. Protests soon followed in front of Badenoch's Essex constituency office, with demonstrators carrying signs reading "Proud to be African" and "We are not backward." International media scrambled to clarify Badenoch's statements, but the full 12-minute call played continuously across major African news outlets. Badenoch's position weakened further when old footage surfaced of her speaking fluent Yoruba at a youth event in Lagos in 2003. The video sparked renewed questions about her identity and public image. The UK government attempted damage control through diplomatic channels, but tensions only escalated when Traore's office announced a formal ban on Badenoch from entering Burkina Faso until she issued a public apology to Nigeria and the African continent. The move, unprecedented in modern African-European relations, sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. Back in the UK, the backlash grew. Nigerian community groups in London distanced themselves from Badenoch. Donations were returned, endorsements withdrawn, and public disapproval grew among British Africans. Even her extended family in Lagos released a public statement. "We are proud Nigerians. We do not support her statements." In Burkina Faso, the controversy sparked the emergence of a continent-wide movement. Youth rallies under the banner Root Pride began to appear across African cities, promoting dual identity and cultural respect. T-shirts bore the UK and Nigerian flags side by side with the message, "You don't have to deny where you're from to succeed." Amid mounting criticism, Badenoch attempted to seek a private apology from Traore. His response, published openly, was clear. "I do not apologize for standing up for the dignity of Africa. If speaking the truth costs me favor in London, so be it." The UK's reaction soon escalated. British tabloids published unverified reports accusing Traore of corruption, prompting him to call a press conference where he denied all allegations and invited international observers to investigate his finances. He told reporters, "Let them search, let them dig. I will not be brought down by shadows and whispers." Days later, a whistleblower, former MI6 officer Paul Hargrave, admitted there was a coordinated effort to damage Traore's image. They fear him because he is everything they hoped African leaders would never become: proud, unbought, unafraid. With her political future hanging by a thread, Badenoch sought to regain control of the narrative by challenging Traore to a televised debate. He declined. "I do not debate truth, I stand in it," he said. His words were quickly adopted as a rallying cry across the continent. And in a move that added symbolic weight to the moment, Traore received a handwritten letter from a 9-year-old British Nigerian girl who said his words made her feel proud to be African. His video response telling her, "Your voice matters," was viewed more than 50 million times in 3 days. Then came the final twist. The Nobel Peace Prize Committee announced its shortlist. Among them, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, nominated for revitalizing African dignity and resisting neocolonial manipulation through non-violent leadership. The announcement stunned the global community. While Traoré had not lobbied for the nomination, support erupted across Africa. In Nigeria, thousands marched in solidarity not for nationalism, but for dignity. Placards read, "This Nobel is for all of us." Behind the scenes, President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria reportedly wrote a letter to the Nobel Committee urging reconsideration of Traoré's nomination, calling it divisive. The letter was leaked, triggering a fresh political scandal at home. Traoré, characteristically silent, refused to comment. As the controversy settled, Traoré visited a local school in Ouagadougou. Sitting among children, he asked them, "If you could say one thing to the world, what would it be?" One girl replied, "Africa is not poor, we are just beginning." Traoré smiled and answered, "Yes, and we will begin with truth." With or without a Nobel, one reality has become clear. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is no longer just a national leader. For many across Africa and the diaspora, he has become a symbol of unapologetic pride and a continent reclaiming its voice.